On behalf of the Volunteer Chapter, United States Army Warrant Officer Association, I would like to welcome you to the Tennessee Warrant Officer Memorial Annual Wreath-laying Ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, I will now like to introduce the official party. Major General Max Haston, the Adjutant General, Tennessee National Guard. Chief Warrant Officer 4, Ricky Tackett, Command Chief Warrant Officer, Tennessee Army National Guard. Chief Warrant Officer 3, Robert Carbon, President, United States Army Warrant Officer Association. Chief Warrant Officer 4, Lance Jenkins, Treasurer, Volunteer Chapter, United States Warrant Officer Association. We extend a sincere welcome to our distinguished guests this morning, the family members of our following warrant officers. Brigadier General Don Johnson, Assistant Adjutant General Air. Colonel Gene Reeves, Chief of Staff. Commissioner Grinder. Chaplain Toby. CW5 Darren Cook, Command Chief Warrant Officer, Army Material Corps. CW5 Lee Keys. CW5 Jeff Lustig. CW5 Rita Wilson. Command Master Sergeant Mark Harris, Command Chief Master Sergeant Air, and incoming Senior Enlisted Leader. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the invocation given by CW4 David Moore.
Good morning, everyone. Let us now have a moment of silence for those who are serving now, who have served over the years. Oh, Father, we just want to thank you, Jesus, for this day. Thank you for those warrant officers who went ahead of us, who get paid the ultimate sacrifice. Lord. We thank you, God, for this day. Thank you, God, for the opportunity to wear this uniform and to be a warrant officer, especially in the Tennessee Army National Guard and in the United States Army. Thank you, Lord, for being with us today. Thank you for going ahead of us and making anything crooked straight. And thank you most of all for being our Father. In your name will we pray, Jesus. Amen.
We come together today to recognize the 99th birthday of the Warrant Officer Corps and to honor Tennessee warrant officers across all branches and components who made the ultimate sacrifice during combat in defense of our country. This memorial serves as our tribute to those brave men and women and their families. It is my pleasure to introduce Major General Max Haston, Tennessee's 75th Adjutant General. General Haston has charge of the Military Department of Tennessee, which includes the Tennessee Army and Air National Guard, Emergency Management Agency, Military Administrative Services, and the Tennessee State Guard. Ladies and gentlemen, the Adjutant General of Tennessee, Major General Max Haston.
If we're going to do this ceremony in the future, I'm going to let Sergeant Davenport do the LOI on this thing so we can be in shorts and tennis shoes. Hey, first, thanks for being here today. It is a solemn day that we recognize those warrant officers that have served in our ranks and served here in the Tennessee Military Department and across Tennessee and honor their ultimate sacrifice. But today we're also honoring the 99th, and actually it was yesterday, the 99th birthday of the Warrant Officer Corps. Now, I hope each one of you have gone into the Warrant Officers Association website at some point in time and read all the history of the Warrant Officer Corps, because it's pretty interesting. And I can tell you that most of the officers that stand in here today is standing here because of a warrant officer, because we would probably be in Leavenworth because a warrant officer was a property book officer that made sure that whatever we signed for was straight and accounted for. I can tell you as the people that in my career that saved my butt on more than one occasion. Will Glenn Crawford, folks like that was over 3rd Squadron years ago that brought me those little property books, the little hardback property books that you had to sign, and they kept account for, because we don't do that anymore. It's all automated. But back in the day, those individuals, those assigned ASTs and warrant officers, took care of us. I understand you guys had a 5K race yesterday. About 8 of you ran it, right? 8 of you survived. That's always a good thing. You guys have come a long way since the Coastal Artillery days, and that's when you were appointed. You were going to be part of the minesweepers of the Coastal Artillery, and I hope you know that. But now in our military, of the 17 the officer branches that we have, or excuse me, out of the 20 officer branches we have, 17 of them have warrant officers in them. And I understand that they're getting ready to take the next step and add into cyber if that's not already done. If you've never read the Warrant Officer Creed, and I'm sure you have, because if you went through Fort Rucker, you had to, but I think you need to go back and reread it and pick out some of the things in there that I thought was real critical. And it needs to be applied to our entire service. Self-performance, improved knowledge, devoting myself to loyalty, to the organization, not focusing on any one person or myself. If you pick those terms out in there, it renders down to one thing. It's called selfless service. And looking at a day of dedication like this and digging a little bit deeper, I found out and read that the first Warrant Officer Medal of Honor recipient was CW4 Oscar Johnson. He received it for actions that took place in 1945. And I thought just ending my remarks today to tell you is that he was also a Michigan National Guardsman after he got out of World War II. So our Warrant Officer Corps today is the best it's ever been. It's only going to improve. But with that improvement, you're going to receive more challenges. And I encourage you to step up and seek those opportunities. You're not a specialist anymore, you're a leader. I want to recognize a couple of people here today. Brigadier General Don Johnson, our Assistant Adjutant General Air, our new senior enlisted leader, Mark Harris. We also have today Command Chief Warrant Officer down at Materiel Command. You're here today, and we also have a British chaplain. I'm not sure where you're at, standing back here in the back, Padre Spain. And so today is not only a joint, but it's an international event. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you asking me to do this, and I hope we continue this tradition after we had the opportunity to place this memorial down here. So, thank you for serving. Thank you for being a warrant officer, and I'll see you on the high ground.
Thank you, General Haston. The Tennessee Warrant Office Memorial, dedicated on 9 July 2016, is in place to honor 29 Tennessee warrant officers who have paid the ultimate price in service to their country. We will now pause for a moment of silence as the officers of the volunteer chapter and the Command Chief Warrant Officer lay a wreath upon the Warrant Officer Memorial. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. On behalf of the Volunteer Chapter, United States Army Warrant Officer Association, thank you